I never in my life thought I'd be eating yogurt. If I lose any more teeth, I ain't gonna be able to eat meat. Maybe God don't want me to eat meat. I still survive off other stuff. I'm pretty sure I will because there's a lot of people that don't eat meat and they still alive. God made the animals for us to take care of the animals and love the animals. But when sin came in, we started eating the animals. Ain't that something? What is going on? But I'm in, but I'm not of. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. It's not bad. hmm This the peach can. It's not bad. I wish I'd ate this a while ago, but I ate something else, and I'm like, ugh. I wish I'd never ate it because it wasn't all that. And I hate to eat something that's not all that. Maybe my husband is a vegan. Mm. I ain't gonna argue with him. I'm gonna say pass the jello, pass the yogurt, pass the mashed potatoes. I was trying to eat some meat the other day, hurt my gum. I'm like, couldn't hardly chew it all up. I was swallowing it without chewing it well. First Adam and Eve, and when God created them, it was just fruits. It was like in the garden. The animals was for them to take care of. Where you think our meat coming from? Our meat coming from the animals. Deer, turkey, squirrel, rabbit, frog. Now they got cats, dogs, alligator, snake. All that happened when sin came in the picture. I don't think we supposed to eat meat. I'm just saying. But I know a lot of people eat it. A lot of people because of sin. I sure pray my husband is a vegan. I pray that my husband don't eat meat. Cause I want to stop. I ain't, it's like I ain't gonna have no choice because I'm losing my teeth. We'll still survive. I want to love the animals and love them enough to care for them and feed them and not eat them. Not love them enough to eat them. It's like everything happened for a reason. Like me losing my teeth was for a reason. It all started from the back. And I believe they were pulling when I was a little girl, I got a lot of teeth pulled from the back. And I was on Medicaid and I wasn't getting sick. So they would take me to the tooth dentist and get my back, all of my back teeth pulled. I was always in toothache pain my whole life growing up. I had more toothache pain than any pain in my life. And they would go and get in. Why not fill in, or you know how you put that little silver stuff in your tooth to save it? Why not save the children teeth? Why you gotta pull them every time they go to the dentist? And that's what they did to me. Every time I went, I was getting tooth pull. And now it's hard for me to eat meat. But everything happened for a reason. I don't want to eat it anyway because You don't know what those animals out there eating. I think God is just trying to save me because, well, I'm saved, but I think He's still looking out for me because animals go through something too. And when they can't eat, what do they eat? They find something to eat. You don't know. I just thank God. That's why you're supposed to be thankful. Just be thankful. Be thankful. When I had all these teeth in my mouth, I would eat meat. Now I don't got to the point where it's hard for me to eat meat because I'm chewing on my gums. I'm not chewing it well. I'm not eating it well, and I said I said I let all the meat go but chicken, but now I'm gonna have to let chicken go too. So I think my husband gonna be vegan. This is actually good, and you can get used to it. Like in the beginning when Adam and Eve, when God created them, they didn't start out eating meat. They was eating fruits. They lived long time too. You can live long and healthy. Meat makes you big. I ain't gonna lie, eating meat make you big. Meat, meat on top of meat. You already meat, then some more meat. I'm glad everything happening like it's happening because God know what He doing. If I can't eat meat no more, guess what? I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. It's raining now. In the world. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. That means I can't do the things that the world do. Everything happened for a reason. I'm catching on real. The reason why I catch on so quickly is because I'm in the will of God. And every time something happens, I'm thankful. I choose the peaceful way through. I say, Lord, let your will be done. I don't fight with life. I learn how to face it and go through the peaceful way, which brought me a long way. No matter whoever came in my path, man or woman, I always choose the peaceful way through. They might have choose the violent way. They might have looked at me like I was weak. But when you meek, you look weak. The world see you as weak. Oh, you weak. So they try to get over on you. But the world, you know, you in the world, but you're not of the world, right? So you don't do what the world do. So they're gonna call you weak, but you really meek. And that's something that the world have to learn. Like people who in the world have to learn how to be meek because only the meek will inherit the earth. I might look weak in the world's eyes, but in God's eyes, I am strong. Because it takes a lot not to deal with you, the ones who in the world. It takes a lot not to pick you up by your neck. It takes a lot not to knock you down. So the ones, who I have self-control, and it's part of the fruit of the spirit. Self-control. Like when people try to get you to act like them, you don't, because you're not of the world. You in it. I'm in it, but I'm not. I'm in it, but I'm not. You get it? I'm in the world, but I am not. Now, I'm not like, I am not. Nothing like the world. I'm in it. I'm different. They call me strange. They call me weird. I don't do the things that they do. So they think something wrong with me. you know. But really, something wrong with them because when sin came in the picture, uh, huh, something else jumped up inside of them because of sin. That's why I got out of sin. I don't want nothing jumping up inside of me that's not right, that's that don't like me, that's trying to kill me. And the only way it can come in if I let it. So the only way it can come in if you sin. Think about it. The devil couldn't get into Eve at first. He had to deceive her. He had to trick her. And when he did when he got her to disobey God, that's the only way the devil got in. And when he got in, guess what happened? She went to that man. Honey, eat this. Oh, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. And he was so in love with her, he listened to the woman when he was supposed to have been listening to God. Just like a man, vice versa. You so in love, a woman so in love with that man till she listened to that man and she disobeying God. And then that's when they had the world. That's when the animals start getting killed, so they can cover up. They get the animal skin and all those fur and stuff to cover up their body, their naked body. That's when they realized they were naked because of sin. And I feel like God is trying to get me to get away from meat. It took all my teeth to fall out. I'm serious, y'all. I'm losing so many teeth. And it's hard for me to eat meat. So now I feel like meat, I don't want no more. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you don't know what them animals out there eating. Now these days, they doing so much to get money now. It is good to get to God, learn how to survive. You don't need all that meat. You don't need. Sometimes money make you do stuff you don't want to do. And that's why you got to learn how to be content. So learning how to go extra miles on jobs. When they tell you to go 1 mile, you go 2. Learning how to say yes sir, no sir, even though they younger than you and they call themselves boss mans and boss women on them jobs. Respectfully, do what you gotta do. Go extra mile when your enemy is trying to kill you. God gonna save you because they trying to put so much on you, but you have to depend on God. They telling you to do this, do that. The other person standing up looking around, and you like, man, I'm doing Billy job. That's not fair. But you don't complain. You just go ahead and do. Sometimes you gotta do a 2-man job. God see you. You going. That's like going extra mile. Don't complain though, cause when you complain, you mess it all up. And so you do well on the job. Let them talk about you. Let them try to overwork you. Let your enemy think they killing you. But you go to God. You depend on God. You pray, because you need strength. And you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. I've been on those jobs before. I know how they rock. I know how they roll. They don't want you talking about God on them jobs. And I was like, God, they don't want me talking about you. But they want to talk about everything nasty, everything under the sun but God. They want to talk about sex. They want to talk. They cursing. They doing all this. They picking. They marking. They doing so much, but they don't want you to say nothing about God. Why? This is my mouth. I just told my son I'm going live. Be still calling. Ain't that something? I'm not gonna answer this. I'm busy. So I just try to help. That's all. And I know that somebody who love God, somebody that's a believer, somebody that want to get their relationship right with God, somebody that cares about the things above and not below. I know that you will understand what I'm saying, and that I want your life to be better, and it's up to you. It's always up to you how you want your life to be. If you obey God, there's no good thing. There's no good thing with the Lord hold back from them who walk up righteous. It's a time for everything. You have to go through something in order to get something, and we trying to get something because we trying to get to God, and the devil don't want that. So the devil try to do all he can, and he use people because he want to say something. He can't use the dogs and the cats and frogs because all they can do is growl, and so he can't do much with the animals. So he try to get, and even if the devil can go to the pigs, then the devil can go to any animal that's violent. Because they got some nice little animals out there, though. They do. They got some nice little innocent animals out there. And they got some animals out there that is wild. Like wild hogs. And people eat them. And I feel like even if you eat something that the devil can get into something, and you eat it, and the devil into you. And you wonder why you're not growing. And that's the thing, that the devil, he don't want you to grow. That's the thing. He don't care about nothing else. But he like, don't you grow. If you grow, you'll leave me. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna leave you because I'm finna grow. I've always wanted to learn how to grow. Like, Lord, I want to grow because I know if I grow up, I can get my inheritance. Because you got to be old enough to handle that. Because that's a lot of stuff God got for you. And it's like, okay, Lord, I want to grow. What I got to go through? The Lord like, ooh, you got to feed his sheep. Not only you, everybody was born away from God, far from God, in sin. Even me. Here I go on the wrong side, doing what you doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, mama did it like this. So I'm like, I thought that was the way to go. And I realized that I got a brain too. And I'm like, I realized when I got older that it's consequences when you do wrong. And I realized, I said, I don't want to get in trouble, because I was the type of girl my whole life. I didn't like getting in trouble. I didn't like getting whoopings. I didn't like getting nobody hitting me. I didn't like nobody, hurting me. But I got that when I was a little girl. Beat me upside my head. I didn't like that, but I got hit upside my head so many times. So I will learn how to be obedient so they won't hit me. So when they said jump, I jump. They said, you know, scrub them walls, I scrub them walls. They said wash them dishes, I wash them dishes. I every time they told me to do something, my family, I did it. In my head, you just want a reason to whoop me. You telling me to do all this work because you just want to whoop me. What's wrong with you? You just want to hit me. Like, what's wrong with you? You got me slaving, doing everything. So, but guess what? I did all that. God saw all that. As a little girl, I used to go outside and sit on the porch and look up at the sky. Just look up at the sky. And I would talk. Nobody knew this. And I said to God, I was just talking to the sky. I said, out of all the mamas in the world, why did you give me this mama? She's never here. So all of her brothers and sisters are beating me. And she has three brothers and and two sisters. So that was five of her brothers and sisters in the house with my grandma, which is they mama. And my mama was never there because she was in and out of prison for cutting you up. You know, she did all that. Grab that knife in a heartbeat. And I got a sister. She quick to cut too. And they'll cut themselves up like this, all the way up to their arm. They cut themselves. They was cutters, but I was different. I was in the world, but I wasn't. I was nothing like my family. They all got disability chicks and crazy chicks. They call them crazy chicks. I never got it. But my grandma looked out for me, you know. My grandma looked out for me. And they gave her a hard time. My grandma would cry. It would hurt my feelings when she cried. My grandma looked out for me, but nobody in the world looking out for me but my grandma. When she got real sick and the doctors pronounced her with Alzheimer's. And my grandma was in my heart. Not many people was in my heart growing up because they were all so mean. And my grandma was in my heart because she looked out for me when everybody was trying to kill me. Nobody looked out for me but my grandma. And so when my grandma got sick, that hurt me. And then by that time, my life changed for the better. God came into my life. I was 29. And I ran to the nursing home. And I was praying for my grandma. I was touching my grandma. I was praying for my grandma. Because I knew that prayer worked. And I was praying and praying like, Lord, save my grandma, save my grandma, save my grandma. My grandma, please save my grandma. I'll do anything you say to save my grandma. And he took my grandma. And then I said, well, thank you for not letting her suffer again. And he showed me that my grandma is with him. So I wouldn't be worried. I saw my grandma. I had a dream. And she was just talking now. Because when she was in the nursing home, she was like a banana. Like still, couldn't talk. She was just... And in order for her to look at you, you got to get over her head. Like kind of get it over her head and get where her eyes at and be, hey mom, I used to always tell my grandma, you so beautiful, you so beautiful. I was talking to her soul because all souls are beautiful. My grandma lost a lot of weight. The pictures are so bad. When I got some pictures of my grandma when she lost so much weight, and it looked so bad, y'all. She was like a skeleton. She had a tube in her stomach. She couldn't eat. They put a tube in her stomach. My grandma, my love, you know, and the one who raised me. The one I ran to when everybody was trying to kill me at the house. And I was like, Mama, why they keep... I said, why all of my uncles and aunties started whooping me? Like, why they started doing this to me? My grandma said, do it right the first time, you won't have to do it again. And so ever since then, a little girl, I made sure I cleaned the walls. I made sure I washed dishes. I made sure I did it right, you know. And I grew up like that. So I miss my grandma, but I know she's smiling down on me. But I'm in the world though. But I'm not of it. And I be telling these dudes, You know, when they used to come and try to flirt with me and try to get me to do wrong, I'd be like, no. I'm in the world. That's the only reason why you came, because you see me. But I'm not of it. That means I can't do what the world do. I've been transformed. I've been renewed. I've been born again. And you expect me to do what you do, but I can't. I can't. Because those who born again does not sin. So what can a born again person do with an unborn again person? Nothing but minister to them, tell them that they better than what they doing, and that God wants your heart and your mind, and stop sinning, stop letting the devil in, because every time you sin, you open up doors for the devil to come into you and ride you, try to ride you down, hurt you. You gotta get the devil out. That means you gotta starve him. He's hungry. He hungry for wrongdoing. He's hungry for sin. And once you shut the door up on when you close one door, the right door open. That's what I did. Those demons was very stubborn and they didn't want to leave me. But they wasn't good for me. They was not good for me. They was killing me. They was hurting me. They was the reason why I couldn't keep a relationship. Nobody wanted to be around me because, you know, of my problems. So I learned how to solve problems. And now I can't be around them because of their problems, because they don't want to solve them. I'm a problem solver, so I'm only good to tell you how to solve problems, and it's like I'm healed and you unhealed because of all of the problems. And it's like you're gonna always hurt me because you unhealed. So I gotta love you from a distance. I can't chill with you, sit with you, and watch you kill yourself. If I sit there and watch you smoke, do what you doing, not trying to get better. If I sit there and watch you, then your blood will be on my hands. When I know the answer to your problems and your question, but you gotta wanna, you know, you gotta want this. And so, if I tell you how to, if I tell you how to solve problems, if I tell you how to solve your problems, you got to be willing. You got to be like, you right, you so right. Thank you for looking out for me. You are awesome friend. You are awesome friend. Because many of your friends don't tell you to get right. Many of your friends don't tell you how to get right. Many of your friends don't know how to get right because they wounded. And if they wounded, they can't help you. I went to God and I dealt with myself. I was unhealed. I was in sin. I was hurt. I was once blind, but now I see. I was once lost, but now I'm found. And I went to God, but I had to go through so much. And I didn't think I was going to make it. But look at me now. And I get to help other people heal, whoever want it. And God will bless you for listening to me. I'm serious. God will really come through for you. Miracles happen every day. All you got to do is believe. Believe that God sent me. If you believe that God sent me, God will reward you. God will give you eternal life. I'm telling you. If you receive me, you receive God. Because God is in me. Because I put the devil out. And I needed somebody in this house, in this temple, because you can't live without a spirit. So God gave me his spirit. I put the wrong spirit out. That means I stopped doing wrong. I stopped pleasing the wrong spirit. The wrong spirit was mad, but the wrong spirit couldn't do nothing with me because it's my choice. And I picked the good spirit, not the world spirit, but the spirit of God. And those who don't have the spirit of God are not his. So I had started saying no to wrong. Every time. First it was ghetto dudes coming to me. And everybody like them little bad boys. For some reason, it started out with a bad boy. Everybody like a thug. And then I was like, why the same dude started coming to me and I'm getting older? So I started saying no, no, no. I started learning my lessons. I started growing. And then the dudes changed. They went from ghetto to normal dudes to grown dudes to old mans. It just started changing. And I'm like, but they all telling me to do wrong. It was like the same spirit in all of them. So I don't mind. Stop eating meat. I don't mind. I want to obey God. And I'm going to be more healthier. And be more healthier. Look. This one good too. Strawberry. This one good too. That one right there was Harvest Peach. It was good. This one is better. See, I like stuff like that now. I didn't never thought I would like yogurt. It took me to lose my teeth for me to start eating right. Cause I never had nobody in my life telling me to eat right or teaching me how to eat right. They were always giving me what I wanted. And every time you want something, all that want ain't good because God said the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. The best teacher in the world is Jesus. People think, what church you go to? I sit up in this car and I meditate and I learn scriptures and I meditate on scriptures just like the Bible say, day and night. And the word teaches me and keep me. And the word is raising me higher and lifting me higher. And Jesus is the word. And people think I learned all this from the church house. I learned it from the Bible. The only book, King James or the Messenger Bible. The Messenger Bible, it's the same as King James. It just breaks it down to your, you know, different. It read different, but it mean the same thing. It just breaks it down. It say, like the animals jump the fence and get to the other side, and then the other Bible said the cat jumped the fence to get to the other side. So basically, it's saying the same thing, but it's breaking it down so you understand. You know. So don't worry about what people say about you. People gonna talk. They lost. They carnal minded. They don't know God. They even if they say they know God and they still in sin, they a hypocrite. And it ain't your fault. You can't change them, but you can change yourself. Only because they want a man and they want a woman and they choosing a man and a woman over God. They choosing to obey the man and obey the woman rather than God. God said, love me with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And then they still looking for a relationship. That's how God know he ain't got all your mind, because you started talking about, oh, a man, a man, a man, a man. A woman, a woman, a woman, a woman. I love God with all my heart. And when men come to me and try to date me and talk to me, I tell them I only got one heart and God got it. If you want my heart, you got to get it from God. And especially if they tell me to do wrong, I can't hang with them. I can't be with them, because light have no fellowship with darkness. The more you obey God, the harder thing is going to get, because you're growing. But with God, all things are possible. I'd rather obey God and keep growing and keep going than to stop and stay where I'm at and to never know God because of iniquity. Mm. If I had to pick between this one and that other one, I would pick this one, because strawberry. I like peaches too, though, but that peach got like a strong bitter taste, and this one don't have that kind of taste. And I love talking about God. I love helping people. If you love God, you love everybody. You know, when I had tried to date dudes, they were stopping me from the will of God, because the dudes would be in sin, and every time you in sin, you let the devil in. And I could be doing something for God, and then the devil gonna jump in the man that's in sin and get jealous and try to make me shut up and try to make me feel like, oh, you cheating on me, and I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna hurt you, and tripping, and that's why it's not safe to. It's like when you're doing the will of God, it's not safe to date somebody that is not healed. It is not safe to date somebody that is in sin, because they can flip out, because they giving the devil a resting place, and then the person who in sin think they own you. You'll get it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So they will always try to make me stop, and sometimes they'll be like, "Don't go to church. Why you always talking about God?" And they be believers, but they be hypocrites because they be in sin. But you'll get it. I'm gonna go, but I love you with the love of God. I didn't want to make it this long. Hopefully, y'all, be watching all of my videos, because all of my videos are to help you draw near to Father God. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Bye for now.